Well, good morning and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. I hope everybody's feeling well and keeping out of harm's way. But today I thought I'd do something different and have a little talk about Cymbidiums. I have two, one as you can see in front of flower and one behind it in bud. So we'll have a look at them later. Now, we all think that Cymbidiums come from the northern parts of Australia. But I think they originally were derived from the forests high in the Himalayas, and they're found now through Eastern Asia, India, Vietnam, China, even Japan, and down to the warmer parts, which includes Australia. But the plants that come from the Vietnam, China, etc., are mainly grown for variegated leaves, which I don't think I've ever seen one. Now there are small Cymbidiums, standard Cymbidiums, and the pendulous type of Cymbidium. The small Cymbidiums will grow to around 2 to 3 feet tall. The standard ones, these are the larger flowered varieties coming mainly from China. And then there's the pendulous ones, you know, where the flowers hang down, and which are the most eye-openers when displayed at orchid societies. Now as regards watering, they love it. They like to go almost dry though before re-watering, but you should never let them get in a soggy mess. If the medium becomes too soggy, then the usual thing happens, you know, the roots get deprived of air and they die off, so then they can't send the nutrients to the plant that it needs. Now Cymbidiums require more fertiliser than most orchids do. So instead of, if you are using a commercial fertiliser, instead of feeding them at a quarter or half the recommended dose, give them the full Monty every week in summer and once per month in winter. And before winter sets in, feed with a high phosphorus food to help the forming of spikes, which we get the blooms from. When it's in its rest period, that's the time it should be pruned. Remove yellow leaves, and if they're sort of attached to the plant, remove them by cutting the leaf at its base and gently peeling it completely off. Now a few of you will have had trouble with yellow leaves on a plant. This can be caused by overwatering, which results in root rot. And if the plant has some healthy green leaves and some yellow leaves, then I think it's a sign of bad roots. So the plant then should be removed, all the dead roots cleaned off, placed in new compost, and I wouldn't water for a week, just spray the leaves. If the old leaves are at the bottom of the plant turning yellow, this is quite natural. You know, it's just an age, it's just telling you that the plant doesn't need these leaves anymore and is making way for new growth at the top of the plant. If the yellowing is in the middle of the plant or upper parts of the plant, this could be a sign of bacterial problem and should be treated as such. Now we'll just take the camera off the stand and we'll just have a look at the spike on this one. And if you notice, you've got these clear, sticky buds on them. Honeydew droplets, I think they call them. Now this happens quite a lot on Cymbidiums, and it's quite natural. But on some plants you can find it. It's been caused by aphids aphids chew the plants, give off this sticky substance, and then it attracts ants, you know, to come and eat it. So where there's aphids, there's generally ants as well. Right, this Cymbidiums, it's a pretty old plant, and you can see some of the leaves aren't very good. I'm quite new with Cymbidiums, and but the new growths are really nice. Nice green leaves on them. So there's a nice new growth there, one here, and I've got the flower spike. I don't know what the plant is or what the flowers look like, but it won't be long before we find out, and we can probably put a name to it. The other plant I've shown you before, and this has got some beautiful, it's only got 3 flowers on it. It's the first time this one's flowered, and it's definitely annoyed, but it's absolutely lovely, and it smells very, very nice, like a lady's perfume. Well, here's a Cymbidium that's never done anything much, so I don't know why. Its roots might be bad, so we'll unpot it and have a look. You know what I'm like for unpotting. We'll just have a look. Well, that's surprising. The roots are superb. I thought they'd be bad. They're a little bit damp. 1 or 2 dead ones off, which I'll cut off. I'll clean it up, and then we'll have a look at it. Well, as you know, these have got big fleshy roots, so it's easy to tell whether they're good or bad. There's a bad one, you see, it's soft. So we'll just nip that one off. See if there's any more. There'll be some more somewhere. Let's this bark is really stuck to the plant, so I mean, I don't know what this is doing, this little thing here. So it's got the tiniest of pseudobugs. I mean, I'm taking this. I don't. Hello. What's happened? Well, I've broken something, but I don't know what. Something cracked. And I do think it's the big bulb that snapped. So we'll treat this very gently. And that's why it might not be doing anything, I think, all these... that's strange, isn't it? And there seems to be only one root, which is a bad one, attached to this. There's a new root growing there, so I'm not going to bother this plant any further. I'll just nip off what I can see that's not good. And then I'll repot it up again, and there's another soft one there. Trim the roots off at the bottom, and I think we'll just pop this one up again and see how it goes. Right, the medium's fine. We'll see if we can get that plant established again. It just seemed to be rotten and just come away. But with the start of a new growth there, I'm being hopeful. So we'll keep a good eye on this one. I think I'll just put a stick in there just to hold it up when I'm finished. That's not too bad. Just give something for the new root to get hold of. Well, I'm not doing any more. I think I've messed up as much as I can. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.